This entire day has been, honestly, the position of being a mother and having your son be suspected of doing something this terrible is something that is incredibly difficult to deal with. I spoke to her on the phone a little over an hour ago in the Atlanta News First newsroom. She was timid, as you could imagine, but at the same time, I asked her specifically, I said, if you had an opportunity to speak to all of Atlanta tonight in regards to what happened today, what would you say? She hesitated for a moment, took a deep breath, and then said this. Take a listen.
First and foremost, I want to give my sincere apologies to the families that were injured and killed. And that my son was always a protector and never no one that would hurt anybody. And even in his time of need, he was still trying to help others. That's just the person he's always been. A happy, beautiful child. Always. Even up until just he doesn't know. He doesn't know right now. Please. This mental illness is real. And when we say it's real, from the medical standpoint, it is real. And when somebody is saying they need help, or you see that they're acting out of sorts, they need help. Help them. Just don't disregard them. They need help. And as I'm trying to advocate for my son, he was turned away. Just be careful. And
A medical emergency, a mental health emergency is the way that Mrs. Patterson described today. She said she does not recognize the man that was at that medical center. And she says now it's a process of moving forward as a family and continuing to show as much respect as possible to the families of those victims affected today. A lot more to come from this. Atlanta News First will keep you updated as we move forward. Rick?
Alan, thank you.